Still live. Okay, we're here. So sorry for the delay, but uh, it's a estimate when we have a sale. You never know. If people are having a good night, I like to see them sell. Hi, Cheryl F. Hi, Pamela Patrick. Hi, Gail B. Hi, Chris Ree. Hi, Larky. Oh, we're rhyming like crazy. LMNW50. You even kept it up going. Cheryl F.
I
Let's
shoot
see.
people.
Billy Boy Blue.
What
Sammy
kind of people do you
Neiman.
shoot?
You're looking for your Prince Charming? One day your prince will come. You're in the right
Um,
place. You're right around Disney, right?
yes.
Go in the park. Who's playing Prince Charming? Can you imagine if somebody really did meet the person that was playing Prince Charming in the park and they got married? And then they
That would
could
be
really
nice.
meet their Prince Charming. And
That's
they would
right.
say that. They'd say, yeah, I met my Prince Charming at the Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
And it was true. Hi, Flo on the go. Okay. Hi, Kathy Williams. How are you?
Do you shoot gingerbread people? What does your sweatshirt say?
Oh, it says I shoot people and
Oh,
there's a
all right.
camera.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've had this for a
That
long
makes sense.
time, and I designed this actually. The sweatshirt company worked with me. They wanted me to do it, so they said make a shirt, and I did this one. And on the back it says, "This mom is about to snap,"
Okay. That's true.
but it means snap with the camera, right? And I shoot
Okay.
people.
Yeah.
Wasn't the best thing that right after I did this, because I've had this for like a really long time. Remember that unfortunate incident in Florida where the kid was wearing the hoodie and he got shot by the security
Trayvon
guard at some
Martin.
gated community?
Trayvon Martin. And that guy was
Yeah,
not a
and they were
security
wearing a
guard. He
hoodie,
was
and
just on
so
his
I had the
own.
unfortunate thing of having this design like shortly before that. So I was like, I couldn't wear it for a while, and now I've brought it out and I wear it because it's like, okay. All right. Hi, Irish Crime and Coffee Time. Good to see you. Yes, Iain Lee. And it's very interesting. We have been listening to his videos. And the reason it's very interesting, it's more than interesting because people have said, oh, I seem a little bit happier maybe. And it's because I feel very validated. Okay, I've been harassed and bullied on this platform for almost 4 years. The original person doing it is still doing it, but that original person has been joined by people that have joined in hate. They don't like each other. They have said all kinds of things about each other, but the one thing that unites them is hate. And that hate comes from a variety of reasons. Now, as Ian said the other night, when it's a stupid question to say, why are they doing this to you? Because it would be the same as asking a sexual assault victim, were you sexually assaulted? We can't answer for these people. Sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissists, did they have a crush on us? All the same things. I have a mixture of all of those things. And so did he. So it was very validating to hear that. The other thing that was very validating to hear is that people believe this crap, okay? And people have gone back to him. Now, I have to tell you, in the last few days, we have had a barrage of emails from people who have seen the light. So this happens. But let me tell you, it's unfortunate that I think that you would blindly believe someone without proof based on what they're telling you because you think the person is a credible person. And that's what was done. Um, it's really unfortunate to turn on someone in a mean and nasty way, say things, start attacking them in chats and everything else, when you haven't seen any proof other than somebody's word of mouth of what they said happened, or part of a conversation, and you turn on that person, it's just horrible. Hi, Kathleen. So today, Iain made another video. The link is in the video description. And I'll tell you right now, and I'll tell the trolls, no, they're not trolls. I'm not even going to call them trolls. They're stalkers. They are stalkers. I'm going to tell the stalkers because you watch everything I do. And what you're doing now is you're going on Iain's channel and you're going around and you're pretending that you're a victim, and you're going around and you're going under my comments. And I'm going to tell you something. If you think Iain doesn't see through you, you're sadly mistaken. You guys are stalkers. This man has been stalked for over 10 years. He knows all the games, okay? He knows all the games. So like I said, I'm going to make a series of videos. We're going to talk about what my stalkers have done over the years. A lot of people that are being attacked are doing it. We're going to shine a light on it. We're not going to let it go. We're going to keep bringing it to YouTube, keep showing what you guys are doing. Do you guys not realize when you go over there and you send your minions over there, Miss Lady Luck, when you send minions over there, do you think, number one, that you're fooling Iain? He's not a stupid man. Do you think he's not been in contact with me? Because he has. Number two. Number three, all he has to do is take one look at your channel, Miss Lady Luck, and he can see your channel is harassing. Your channel is stalking me. Your channel is following me around. Your channel is one that told people to call a resort. Yeah. And the fact that you and the Hell channel and all of the people think that you're all on the up and up, it's all coming out, okay? You're not fooling anybody. You're not fooling anyone. Go ahead and go over there. All anyone has to do is look at your channels. They look at my channel, they look at your channel. It's very easy who the stalker is. So what was really validating, because these stalkers just love to say something like, oh, guess what? I had a comment from somebody named Tiddlywinks today, and I think Tiddlywinks is XYZ. Do you have proof that it's XYZ? No. Are you stating with a 100% certainty it's XYZ? Yes. You are? Yeah. How do you know that? Because I just know it. Don't you think you should need proof before you accuse someone of that? I'm not accusing them. I'm saying what's 100% certainty it's them. Because they use a word that they use. But you don't even have the comment that they put up there? No, because I accidentally deleted it. Oh, you accidentally deleted it? Yeah. Okay, but you said it's the same person and you have a screenshot up on your community tab. Can you tell me how you know that's MRB? I don't know. I just think because she helped me out with a health problem that I had, that I'm telling you is visible, that anybody that would mention that health problem would have to be MRB. Really? Yeah. Okay. You just said your health problem is visible. Is it possible that someone else noticed it? No. I just want it to be MRB. I want to go with that narrative because I can't stand her. And I'm jealous of her. And so I'm just going to defame the crap out of her. I'm going to lie about her. I'm going to say she stole money from me. I'm going to say she's making money on other people. I'm going to say all this crap about her because I'm disgruntled. And that's exactly what it is. And all of the people that sit in the chat, we know most of them are all disgruntled with their own lives. A woman named Barbara, well, she uses a abbreviated version of that name, is so bitter, and she put that her children are estranged from her. So every chance she gets, she attacks my parenting, she attacks my relationship with my children, she attacks my marriage, she attacks my home. She cannot stop talking about me. None of them can stop talking about me. And that is all great for court, because that is all obsessed people. You don't have channels if you're not talking about me. You don't. And the only reason you have channels is because you talk about me. When you don't have anybody there even watching you. Go ahead. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Don't talk about me at all. Don't tag my name incessantly like you do, Miss Lady Luck. Stop tagging me. I'm asking you now. Stop stalking me. Stop tagging me. I'm asking you all now. Stop tagging my name. Stop tagging my channel name. Stop stalking me. Stop stalking my family. Stop calling the resorts where we are vacationing. Stop calling anyone that I have business dealings with. Stop stalking Iain. Stop stalking these people. So this is what they do. Now, Iain's video says that he was working as a radio host, and these stalkers would call in. And much the way that they called the resort and they made up fake scenarios where they said, oh, I saw this lady, she's Mommy Rambling's blog. She was taking pictures and videos of my kids, and I told her not to, and she started yelling at me, and she said she works for the resort. All lies. All lies. Okay? They weren't at the resort. And you know what? That's a serious crime, what you did. I know you want to go around hell and sit there and say, oh, I've got her. She's got a serious crime. You don't know anything. You really don't. Because you're the one that's going to be wearing the orange. All of you. All of you are going to be wearing the orange like Alex Belfield. Yeah. And we have Moo of Two telling every rambler they better right now get in line and become an informant and inform everyone of what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything but creating a channel, content, doing things to help people. I don't play your stupid games. I don't harass and stalk people. You won't leave me alone, though I've asked you to leave me alone. And do you not realize everyone can see through what you're doing? We just wanted to leave in peace. No, you didn't. You went immediately and started putting up videos about me. You went immediately and was working with Hell to the No. Are you kidding me? That's all documented. Yeah. So you're asking that everybody who's a rambler better leave. So you're lying. All of it's been recorded. So Moo, you can take down everything you want and you think, oh, there's no implications. Everything is recorded. All of your comments. I wouldn't mention them unless everything has already been recorded and sent to the authorities. And you're putting FBI forms. Put all the freaking FBI forms out there you want. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not the stalker. You're gaslighting. You're completely gaslighting. But every video you have made since that time has been a video where you made fun. You made fun of someone that was feeling like self-harm. You made fun of that. Oh, but that night, right, you were so triggered. That's what you said. That was a complete and utter lie. You lost your mind screaming like a banshee, okay? And it was all fake, and it was all orchestrated, and the proof is there. It's a pattern you follow, and you are a stalker, and you are a harasser. And I'm telling you to leave me alone. Stop saying that I'm threatening your grandchildren. What the hell are you talking about? I have never threatened your grandchildren. Stop saying Carol Lucy is threatening you. Stop saying people are threatening your family. Because it's not true. You're putting out mud, you're throwing it at the wall, and you're hoping something sticks. Yeah. Oh, what did Hell say? 4 ramblers left yesterday. Yeah, now it's 3. Oh, can we have their names? Oh, no. No, they thought Sharon and Kevin left. The Einsteins, Jules is the Einsteins, Casper. The Einsteins, Evie. The Einsteins, Moo. The Einsteins, Ivy. The Einsteins thought that's what it was, Teresa. The Einsteins thought if someone's not here, it's not that they're sick, it's that they left. So that changed from 4 to 3, but then Sharon was here tonight. It's ridiculous. You are so obsessed, it isn't funny. So what Iain says that's so validating is that he was fired. He was fired, sacked as he says, from his job because these people did similar things. Now we have the screenshots of Heather going into a Discord and telling everybody along with Trish B that they were contacting all of my sponsors. Contacting them all because they were going to do anything to take my channel down. They were so jealous and so stalkerish. Well, all of that points to your stalking, and it points to how long it's lasting, Heather, and you're not fooling anybody. We know the names that you're under. Yeah. You think you are the only people that you say, oh, there's a mole or somebody told me. You don't think anybody is telling me anything, do you? Big mistake. But anyway, we have all of those screenshots, all of that evidence. So you can keep going on and telling me how you're taking me to court. Take me to court. Initiate it. It saves me a step. It saves me a step. If you all do it, it saves me a step. Okay? You're going to look like fools because you put up one and the other, and even if you take the names off, they're going to see which accounts are stalking someone and which accounts are trying to have a channel that they've had since 2012. And which one has all the people running behind the scenes trying to take that channel down. Yeah. You're not going to have screenshots of me saying I'm calling anybody on you or that I'm impersonating anyone at a resort. You're not going to have real ones of me. No, you're not. You never will. Never. Am I worried about my IP address? I'm not, but you guys are. And that usually means you're up to no good. I don't care if anybody has my IP address. I don't. Why? Why would I care? I'm not doing anything nefarious. I don't work like that. I don't have to. So go ahead, initiate it, because honestly, it saves me a step. And so I hope you put your money where your mouth is and you get it done. Because I thought Thursday I was being served, BBT. I thought I was being served on Thursday. And I'm not talking about with one of your little fake temporary protection orders, which Yes, they do give to anybody in Massachusetts. Yes, they do. The hearing in the 2 weeks after that is where you have to show the proof. And you had no credible proof. And that was shown, and we have shown that document multiple times, though you want to mislead people again. Go ahead, get a fake temporary restraining order on me. You're just going to look like a fool twice, and you're going to waste the court's time twice. You said you're going to sue me in criminal court. You're collecting money for that. How convenient that you're collecting money like you're idle, right? Collecting money for lawyers that don't even exist. Do you have a crowdfundme, a crowd justice? Probably not, because then you would really have to use that for the lawyer. So keep giving to these legal funds for these people. Go on. If you think they have a snowball's chance in hell at convincing a judge that they are not the stalkers of me, wow. I feel sorry for you guys. I really, really do. And I think how do I have to go over here? Because I feel like I'm not in the screen. Okay, anyway. The other thing that they're loving to do is that they're on the hook for all of the financial damages, but they don't understand that. Because a precedent's been set. What you guys are doing is detrimental in many ways. So you are on the hook for the pain and suffering you cause. You are on the hook for the financial damages you cause. Yeah. I know you think that you're not, but you are. All of the people that you have told, get away from her. She's collecting your information in Slack. She's doing nefarious things with your information in Slack. I've been a blogger for 14, 15 years. I have on my blog, do you know how many tens of thousands of emails? I did giveaways all the time. I never compromised any information. I never sold mailing lists, ever. You will never show that. Nothing in Slack has ever been sold or given out like you're claiming. IP addresses, I showed you that on those WordPress blogs. Every single blogger has the IP address of every single visitor on a website. And some of us who pay the money and have a self-hosted blog like I do have even more detailed analytics. Perfectly legal, that we know whoever just even visits our blog, you don't have to comment. If you click on any of my blogs, I know what country you live in. I know your IP address. Okay? I know other information. And so does every other blogger. That is legal. Do I sell that information? Never. Why? Because I have morals and I have integrity. But there are people that sell that information. You know that? And if they have the right disclaimers on their site, that's how you get all those little things when you go to allsewingpatterns.com and suddenly you get 60 different emails from all these other companies and you can't get it out of your inbox. That's because allsewing.com sold your information to third-party companies. And you know what? It's legal. As long as in every one of those emails there's a do not unsubscribe me from that. You guys don't know a lot about the laws of blogging, and you underestimate me completely. And you don't even understand the blogging networks that I work with and that I'm a member of and that I'm an instructor in. Okay? And as crazy as you people talk, that I didn't go to college and I only went to college online, you should really do your homework a little bit better, okay? I'm nobody's fool. And you know what? Whatever I do, I research like crazy. And when I started blogging, I researched everything. And that's why they asked me to be an instructor and paid me. And my courses are still there, teaching bloggers things, teaching digital marketing, teaching about FTC, teaching about disclosures. So you think I'm just some one that decides to open a YouTube channel. That's not me. No, no, no. That ain't me, babe. And it's not me that left your comment, Mama Ames, but you keep saying it. And I'm glad you are, because you know why? That is all going to come back and bite you, Mama Ames, because you're doubling down. Instead of issuing an apology, instead of saying I have absolutely no proof this is Carolyn, you went and made up a comment, tried to use words that I use without showing the comment, and then saying, how do I know she did this? Because I know. Do I have to show proof? No, I don't. Well, Mama Ames, you do have to show proof. Yes, you do. Because you're slandering me. And I don't have to take it anymore. And I don't have to ignore you anymore. And I'm going to call you out for the stalkers that you are, the abuse that you bring forth. And I'm going to make you known every single day, as is Iain, as is other victims of these people. And there are plenty coming forward. And we're not going to be silent anymore. We're working together. There's no more silence on your crap anymore. That's old schoolyard things. Ignore the bully or punch him in the face once and he'll run away, right? That's not the way it works online. And people are finally realizing that. And you guys are the ones that are going to be parading around in the orange suits. And you guys are the ones that are going to be paying restitution. So you can go around and put your little threats in there, okay? And how stupid are you, hell to the no? You put so many damn threats in there, and I'm like, how could these people be so freaking stupid? It's like candy from a freaking baby. You put so many threats to me. And then stalking the house I was at vacation and posting it? Yeah. All the threats, all the names, everything you called me, all the lies about Slack, and then lying that Slack. No, Slack is very interested in what you're lying about. Slack has your videos with your lies. They're doing an investigation. I have not done anything to defame Slack. You have. You've lied about it over and over and over again. You've lied about the water park. And thank you, because did you know the people that answered you, the people that didn't verify you, I have a lovely lawsuit now. Do you understand that? You gave that to me. So you're always so jealous of what is going on. Do you realize that because you brought those emails on channels and you showed them that this resort staff validated you without validating you? Okay? That they wrote to you as if you were there without checking. And we have that because you brought that right to us. And the corporate owners that own those conglomerations are very upset. And they're very upset that you're going around and you're saying that I'm banned from this water park. Yeah. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. My family will probably have season passes there for life. Thank you for that. So when I was listening to Iain today, he said that he was fired from that job because of this same kind of stalking. And that they were calling in fake reports. Hi, Foxy and the Buxy. And he got fired, but his friend still worked there. Okay, and she was a woman. And so these people couldn't stop there. Now, their stalking had gotten him fired. Okay? But then they kept calling and saying that his female friend there was, and this is at the BBC, guys, was looking into the databases and collecting the information of all these people that called in these false reports. And that she was collecting this information so that revenge could be plotted against these individuals. And so the BBC had to investigate it, right? They had to. But what did it do to that woman? She had worked there for years. She had integrity. She had never had anything happen to her. And these stalkers now were causing her to be looked upon as if she was doing something nefarious. Now it turns out nothing. It was all lies. But the pain and suffering and everything these people go through because of these people, now that they have him convicted, now they can go on and get compensation for all of the suffering they've been put through. The same way that Alex Jones is convicted, and now the trial that he's standing now is for what amount of compensation is going to these victims. Because this is not free speech. This is stalking and harassment and cyberbullying. And there are real implications and real consequences of this. And these people will be held accountable. And it's a great, great time because it's over. All of this stuff is over now. And now all of the people who have been victims of this get to say, to come forward, and every day there's someone else. Every day there's someone else that says, I was a victim of this. I am a victim of this. It's not free speech. It's targeted harassment. It's stalking. They will go to prison. They will have to compensate their victims monetarily. Alex Jones is, oh, I'm bankrupt. You can't get blood from a stone. The same man that earned almost $1 million in one day, making up a fake thing and selling some iodine or beet juice. But he tormented the families of Sandy Hook victims. He tormented an FBI agent. His minions did. You see, and they're also on the hook for the hate that they are inciting. Yes, that's all it is. It's a mob. And when they go, can this many people be lying? Yeah, you're all lying. You're a freaking hate mob. You're a hate mob. You're a gang, a hate gang. And you're all lying. Just like you all lied about Ian, just like you all lied about Jeremy Vine, just like you all lied about everyone you attack. So when we were listening to this, those of us that were in the Zoom, we said, isn't this sound familiar? Especially the tactic that they use to get people away and say, you better get away. She's doing dangerous things. She's collecting your information. She's going to terrorize you. No. No, 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 no. No, we're not. Your IP address is your IP address. And you know what? No one should care about their IP address unless they're doing something nefarious. Unless they're evil. Unless they're stalking someone. Who are the people that are worried about this? Let's think. Oh, the people that are stalking me? Of course they're worried about their IP addresses. Of course they're worried about their identities. Because they're stalkers. I'm not worried about my IP address. What the heck do I care? That's what makes it so ridiculous. Oh, she's going to wear what am I going to be arrested for? That's only going to happen in your dreams while you're in your cell. I haven't done anything to be arrested for. I'm a victim of your harassment. My family, including my son, that you're lying about, and shame on you, so bad. That's so disgusting. But you'll get yours. You will. Lying about someone's deceased son, you will get yours. I am sure of that. God will handle that. %100. And those of you condoning that, those of you standing in chats, your mental illness is that you keep throwing out there is not going to protect you from what you're saying and doing in those chats. You don't know me. You don't know my family. You don't know my children. You don't know anything about me. Lying that I don't have good vet references. My veterinarian, you don't even know. And that's the hysterical thing. I have the best vet references because everything you're saying is a lie. That we ran over our dog. That we killed our other dogs. How sick. How twisted. And you know what? And I'll tell you right now, you're not the boss of me. You're not anything to do with me. If it's in my ordinances and I want to get 5 dogs, if I want to get 5 puppies, I'll get them. If I want to get 6 llamas, I'll get them. And there's not a damn thing, not a damn thing you can do about it, and it's killing you. And it's killing you. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. You know why? Because anything we do legally. Because I have excellent vet references. Because if I want a puppy, I'll get a puppy. And if I want llamas, I'll get llamas. And if I want horses, I'll get horses. As long as I have the amount of property and shelters, and I do everything, and they're legal where I am, which they are, there's not a damn thing you can do about it. You can tell all the lies you want. You can lie about how my son died. You can lie about how my dogs died. You can lie about everything. You're going to be liable in court for all of that. So keep it up. You're doing good. And all of this, all of the many times I asked you to leave me alone, I asked you to leave my family alone, I asked you on my own channel to stop talking about me, and the fact that you play my videos on your channels for hours shows your obsession with me. I am not playing your videos. I am not stalking you. I am asking you to leave me alone. And you know what? All the times that you tag me, and no, you can't stop the tags in the mentions. Again, something that Lady Luck says and doesn't know what she's talking about. In the mentions, when they tag you, and when I'm tagged by a certain hell channel, every single day, multiple times a day, that's harassment. Do you know that? You must not. You must not. And when you did it month after month after month after month after month, sometimes 3 times a day, and you tagged me in every community post, and you tagged me in every video, and you used all of my names. Do you know when that went in my mentions? And I have screenshots of all of that. That's all been sent in. And I have it. Do you understand what that's going to show in court? Go ahead and then pull up yours. How many times MRB, Mommy Ramblings blog, tagged you? None. None. Because you're irrelevant to me, but you won't stop talking about me. You will not stop talking about me, and I'm going to show them right now your harassment. Let's show them your harassment. Let's show them your harassment right now so they understand, okay? Let's go. This is what harassment is, guys, okay? And you cannot stop this from happening. They are called mentions. Sometimes it's a good mention. Thank you, the Frilly Farmhouse. I appreciate the post you made for me. But this is harassment. You see these channels that keep tagging me? Which ones keep coming up, huh? This is harassment. These are harassing videos that every day are in my feed multiple times a day. Look at the channels. Look at the channels. You recognize this? You recognize these harassing videos? Oh, what are you doing that for, Lady Luck? Why are you tagging me? Look how many times. Look at these. Do two channels in particular stand out? Do you see? This is harassing. This alone shows your harassing behavior. And you want to say, I am going to be wearing orange, and you have any kind of a case against me? That's laughable. That's absolutely laughable. You will not stop. It goes back months. And it's targeted harassment. Targeted harassment. So keep going on and saying, oh yeah, she's going to be wearing orange. I hope she likes it. We're going to take her down. Don't you worry about it. Because all of that is getting shot and is getting put in with all of that. And what do you think? What do you think a judge is going to see? You're not pandering to YouTube. Your little minions aren't the jury. Okay? Your minions aren't the jury. You're going to have a judge that's going to put you in your place. You're in a fantasy. Everything you have done has already sunk your boat. You're having your 15 minutes. It's not lasting. People have already written me, telling me that you probably will never forgive me, but I'm sorry. You went too far with my son. You went too far with my son. You continue to drag my son. Leave my son alone. You lie and lie and lie. Lady Luck, leave Iain alone. He's been harassed by people like you for over 10 years. Leave your harassers off of his channel, Pink. He knows you're inciting hate. You're not fooling him. Get my name out of your headlines. That's targeted harassment. It's stalking. You talk about nothing but me. Leave my children alone. Hell to the no. Take down the video with my minor children that you have no permission to use, where you bully my children saying they don't believe in God and don't know how to pray. Get my children off of your channel. They are minors. You are putting their lives at risk. Get my children off the channel. You have no permission to use any of my videos. And in fact, I'm going to be striking every single one again. Your lawyer that you had to try to hide your identity. He told me some very interesting things that I know you sat there and you said you have a new lawyer. Yeah, you haven't countered any of your strikes because you know no lawyer stands behind that abuse. No lawyer is going to put his name on that harassment. No lawyer. Because they know the legal implications of what you're doing. And that lawyer you had in Ohio, he wasn't happy about that. Not at all. Didn't know what you were doing on that channel. Apologized profusely to me. But you want to spin it, right? Because you have to spin it to your minions. No lawyer would represent that channel. They know the legal implications of what you're doing. Get my children, get my videos off that channel, because tomorrow we're going to start issuing the strikes. You have no permission to use my content to harass me, to stalk me, to incite hate and violence, to bully my children. You have no permission. I am telling you now, you have no permission. We're not going to be quiet anymore. We're not going to ignore the abuse. We're going to call it what it is. You are abusive. You are stalkers. You're hiding behind channels. You think that we don't know your real names? You think that people are protecting you. There are plenty of people that are absolutely disgusted with you. Disgusted with what you did. You crossed a line when you lied about my son. And you don't realize how many people pulled away from you. Yeah. Look at the people that are not there, but the ones that weren't even there out in front. It was a matter of time before you got so ugly. Pink lady, you say, oh my gosh, if she looks into me, leave me alone. I know your name, I know your address, and you will be served. You are stalking me. You are harassing me. The majority of your videos on your channel are about me, are about my children, are about my family. The hate that's incited in your chats is dangerous. Don't threaten me. Don't threaten me. I'm done. I'm done. No longer will I ignore it. That was made for a different place and time. I am applauding those that took Alex Belfield to court. I am applauding the victory. I am applauding everyone that's standing together and speaking out, and we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Because you're the stalkers, you're the abusers. You can go to Iain's channel and you can pretend Iain's not stupid. He has been in my shoes. he still is in my shoes. He still has Belfield's minions, like you're sending your minions. You're making fools of yourself, but more than that, now you're harassing him. Now you're stalking him. You realize that? No, I know you don't. You think you're fooling. These are not your little YouTube people that are watching. These are people that have been victims of harassment, stalking, incited hate, who have lost their jobs because of people like you. Who have lost their jobs, who have lost their livelihoods, who have had every aspect of their life questioned because of people like you. Nana Patty, leave me alone. Gordon, Nana Patty's husband, leave me alone. Lisa D., take down your false statement. Nana Patty, take down your false statement that I came in there and questioned your credentials, or that I know anything about your credentials. Don't use me to validate your licenses. I know nothing about what you have. You could have a Cracker Jack box. I don't know. Don't use me to validate you, and don't you dare defame me. Because it wasn't me. And I'm telling you, and if you continue to leave that post up, you're already on the line for it. But now I'm telling you to stop slandering me, Lisa DiFiore. Stop slandering me. You think that you can do anything you want. What happened, Lisa D? I thought you said, oh, you can never say someone did something if you don't have definitive proof. You're just a two-faced liar. You must use a lot of makeup because you have two faces. All of you have two faces. Thanks, Kat. It's all going to come out. It's all going to come out. How dare you leave a post up there accusing me? Not even accusing me. You stated with absolute certainty, and so did you, Mama Ames. And Mama Ames, go back and listen to your live. You're talking about high school? You were catty, snarky, mean, spiteful. If you think God would be pleased with you, wow, then you really do need to get back to church, like you said. And you're fake, oh, please teach each other kind. Why say that when you don't do it? That's a disguise. It's to disguise how mean and nasty you are. I'm telling you now, stop tagging me. Stop talking about me. Don't play my videos. Don't steal my content. Don't put up posts accusing me. Don't have your husband say disgusting things about me and lie about me. What a man. What a man. Wow. I really do question if he was ever in the military, because no military man that I ever knew would ever do that. And my father and my brothers are all military men. And never, ever would they talk to a woman like that. Never would they write a post like that. Never would they go and get in women's drama, YouTube drama. It was all calculated for money. Yeah, all of it. It's so evident. And when they said the dirty things you were doing and that you were up to your elbows in it, Gordon, you keep my son's name out of your mouth, out of your filthy mouth. Keep my son's name out and stop lying about my son. I'm telling you all now, leave me alone. Somebody has something on. You guys have somebody on the panel has something on. Somebody on the panel, you have something on.
I fixed it. I
thank you. Okay. But you can't keep my name out of your mouth because nobody will watch you. You're all banded together in hate. Billy Boy, you said dead. I am the sky watching angels cry. Thank you, Billy Boy. You're responsible. You already are responsible for everything. Keep on doing it after I tell you to stop. Okay? You really need to bone up on the law. And the ones of you that live in the UK and Australia, wow. Space Monster, news tubers. We know where you are. Teresa Green. Put a new avatar up there. We know who you are. Wendy. Wendy L. Your obsession is outrageous. You watch every single video I have multiple times. One of you was just saying, I watched the water park one again. Why? Do you have a life? Absolutely not. Your lives are empty. If you're going to watch a water park video of somebody that you absolutely hate, again, and don't even tell me about kids, because you're so freaking wrong. And the fact, do you want somebody to say, are you liking what you're seeing there? It's like Iain said, why are you always talking about P-files? Is that what you're looking for? Because my videos, there's nothing wrong with them. And not one person said a thing to me. But you were trying to contact people. You were trying to harass people. You were trying actively to find people that were in those videos to harass them, and we have all that too. And you lied that I stole a tube from somebody. You lie and lie and lie. That's all inciting hate. That's all stalking. The obsessive way you have admitted, Sunflower Brown, to watching my videos in that Discord. That's stalking. Heather. You know, it's funny. It really is. Because if someone did this to your family member who has sponsors, if someone made it their life's work to contact all of those sponsors, you would be beside yourself. And if your ex-husband knew what you were doing, that would jeopardize things, right? But it's okay for you to do all of this stuff because you're under another screen name. But no, they're in your real name, those messages and what you're doing. And because you're telling people to report me on Patreon, dangerous creators, you put that in writing too, Faith? You put that in writing, Faith? Wow. Candy from a baby. You're hanging yourselves. So you can put all you want about who's going to be wearing an orange jumpsuit. But it's going to be you. It's going to be you. My SWAT wasn't fake. And the fact that you're walking around and saying that I called the SWAT on myself when the New York State Police have a record of it, but I called it on myself? You're saying that someone might call CPS on you, Mama Ames? I had CPS called on me. You know what? You didn't count on something about CPS. Did you know now? Because they get so many calls, you might want to check out about anonymity. Go find out about it. Go find out about it. And the person that was speaking to the New York State Police, pretending they were my friend in Rochester, New York, saying that you wasted the police's time, and you said you were in Rochester, New York, and you had them at the house for an hour trying to get a 5150 on me, which is a commitment to a mental institution, to a psychiatric ward, because they lied and they said that they were my best friend. Scooter was on the line with me. She heard it. She knows it's true. I have pictures of the cops in front of the house. Where's my phone? Hang on a minute. We didn't want to make it public because we thought, oh, that's what they want. Now we're going to show all your crap that you did. Hold on. July 4th weekend, no less, right? But you didn't count on a lot of stuff, right? How much time that the state trooper had to speak to you, how many calls he had to make, right? Lying and they said that I was their best friend, very good friend, and I had texted them that I was going to go and drive my car into the lake. And you know what? There was nothing. They asked them for the screenshots, and the person that said that they were my friend said, I'm going to go bring them into the Rochester Police Department. Well, they never showed up at the Rochester Police Department. Surprise, surprise. Right? But they wasted the police's time. And I said right there, I want to prosecute for a false report. And the woman's identity, that they were imposters. But the police have something you don't know about. So you're going to be on the line for that. And when you said you're going to go down together, you will go down for what you did because it's illegal. Okay, and I'll show you. Let me go back to my photos. think I put them in my thing over there. Oh, I think I have them right on my one of my databases already here on the computer. Just make sure. Oh, my babies. Oh, there's my dates. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I already put them on there. I already put them on here. I'm more efficient than I thought. Hang on. Media. Oh, and then the police, what they did, I said, take my phone, look, see if there's any text messages. No text messages. Nothing. You're a liar. And nothing but a liar. Lauren. Calling CPS, Lauren. Told you there's something you don't know about CPS. Would be. I've got so many photos on here. So many screenshots. Okay, where's my? But anyway, she was on the phone with me. I called them. I said, Scooter, who's my best friend? Do I have a friend named blah blah blah? This name that they gave. Oh, I don't know. Did I tell you that I was going to drive my car into the lake? No. Did I ever say anything like that I was going to do that today? No. Can you tell them about the people that harassed me on YouTube? Yeah. And they already knew, and they checked it with the SWAT, and they checked it with the other officers. And so that just goes to stalking and harassment again and again and again. Just makes our case stronger. Give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves. Oh my gosh, there are so many. You guys don't know because, again, I was told to ignore. So I wasn't supposed to tell because that was the thing. Don't let them know that they called the police. Don't let them know that they called CPS. But they did. And I'm going to show you the CPS report too. Because I don't lie. So many photos in here. It's my poor phone. I have to upload all this, and that's not in the database. Oh my gosh. But, well, I'll talk to you while I'm searching in here for this. So yeah, so they've done all of this stuff. And that's what, oh, hold on a minute. This is echoing. I'm just going to log out of Zoom on this because it's leaving an echo. Verse of the day. Whoever claims to live in him must live as Jesus did. Did you get that one today, Mama Ames? Oh, there's my bike. Okay, we're getting close now. Okay. The bike that I don't have and that I don't ride. It's a shame somebody has to have databases of this, but thank goodness I did. Thank goodness I do. It's a chronicle of almost 4 years of your abuse. Jewels of thought, all your lies, that I called your job and I did this without a shred of proof. Everything you've ever done. Walking around like a Billy Bad Butt. Yeah. Threatening because you're with your hate mob. I hope that you're all comfy because you'll all be going down together. With every other harasser and with every other stalker. What you're doing is not free speech. It's not free speech. Stalking, it's harassment. Defaming of the deceased. We know it's morally wrong, but now we know it's legally wrong. Even the $15 I had to pay for a copy of the police report, you'll be liable for that false report. But you're going to be liable for a hell of a lot more than that on that false report, right? And you keep inciting people to go do it again, right? Go do it again. Call in another 5150. Call in another 5150. Here we go. Okay? That's from what you did this July, right? Local Child Protective Services provided you with a letter that a report has been made to the New York State. Hold on, my glasses are so freaking dirty. Hold on a minute. Can't even read anymore. We can cut to the chase when everything was unfounded, and we can cut to the chase. Let's see here. If you have more than one CPS report, it's important to know that the reports are treated separately. Okay, this was the, if you have questions, oh, this was, let's see here. This is when it first happened. And there's the other one where it was unfounded, right? But what you don't know is who came. And what you don't know is what they know. And what you don't know, and let me tell you, is that the woman that came said to me, do you have any problem with having blah, blah, blah? Do you do your interview with the kids? And I said, blah, blah, blah works there? Yeah, he does. And I know you think it's creeptastic for anyone to believe in signs because you don't believe in God, evidently, and anybody that says there are signs. Well, Ray had a friend, childhood friend. We did the Boy Scouts together. His mother and I, very close. The young man was coming home from work when he was a senior in high school. And he went off the road and he crashed his car. And they found out it was caused because he had an aneurysm. And he was in such grave condition, okay, that he lived in a hospital and then in a rehab home for a few years, and then he passed away. And his brother, who knows me, knew Ray, knows Michael, knows his relationship with his mom. When he was in high school, somebody said something to him about his brother being in a coma and it was a horrible thing. And he punched the kid in the face because he was so ugly. And now this young man is the one that did the interviews. And he told me, when I saw your name, he said, I know this woman. This woman is the head of the parent volunteers in school. She did the book fairs to make sure the teachers got 100% free books and didn't want any money to go back into the parent volunteers of the PTA, but give everything to the teachers. She's a Boy Scout leader with my mother. She's a great mother. He goes, unless something changed drastically, this woman, I know this woman. So when he came to the house, he had already reviewed the stuff on my channel. And do you know what he said? Do you know what he said? He said, the only time you got upset was when your son was mentioned, was when you were outraged that they would use your deceased son and lie about him and say the horrible things that they did about him. And he said, and you know what? any mother would do the same. Any mother that loves her son would do the same. And that's when he told me about how he punched the kid in the face that said it about his brother. And he said, I know his father died. He's their only son left, surviving son. He said, I know about grief as a brother. I know about grief as a son. I can't even imagine what your grief is like, but I can pretty well see what my mother goes through. And if anybody said anything about my brother to my mother, she would go down their freaking throat. And he said, what I saw of you on that video, you are a loving mother. You are a mother that would throw herself in front of a bus for her kids. And he said, there is not one thing that is mentally unstable, because that's what they put out there. They said that I was mentally unstable, I was suicidal, and that Jimmy was a, what did they say about him? He was that he was an unavailable father, something to that. It was ridiculous. And after they interviewed our kids, and they interviewed me, and they interviewed Jimmy, they closed the case, and those were his words to me. So keep it up. Just keep it up. Because this small town, and when he left, you think, why did that happen? Why did I get that person? Because God's looking out for me? Because my son is looking out for me? And you're going to be held accountable for false reports. Yeah, and fake 5150s. Yeah, you are. Okay? All of that you're going to be held accountable for. Because I'm going to tell my story over and over and over again. I'm going to tell everything you did in a series of videos and blog posts, going back from the start. I'm going to show emails. I'm going to show your messages. I'm going to play your voice clips. I'm going to play your death threats. I'm going to show the emails with the most heinous things that were said about my family, all things that I was told to keep covered up. They're not going to be anymore. That doesn't help anyone. Okay? It's all going to come out now. All of it. I've got to go in here. I've got to find this police picture. I'm going through it too fast. Let me see. Scooter was on the phone with me. She heard the cops there. They were so sure. So sure. We're going to get her 5150'd. We're going to get her kids taken away. We're going to lie. We're going to lie to the resort. All it is incriminating every one of you, and all the hate you do, and all the damage you do, all the resources. So anyway, let's go back to the first woman. The first woman said that in that week alone, she had 5 false reports. A lot from TikTok, me from YouTube, one more from Twitter. And maybe you should check out some things that they put in place now because of all the false reports. And now they're going to the DA. Yeah. And what I said about being anonymous, and they're going to start prosecuting for the time you're wasting, especially in this county, because they have to drive around like crazy to get to people's houses and do all this stuff. And there's too many people on social media doing this as revenge or to harass and to stalk, which is why you did it. But I couldn't say anything. But I can now. Can now. Oh, let me just show you the FOIL report. I have the where I put the FOIL report. That'll show you right there. I must have emailed those to me. FOIL request. New York State Police. Here we go. This came through at 7/13/2022. This was the request. Dear Ms. Me, this will acknowledge receipt of your request for the records under the Freedom of Information Act by the New York State Police on July 11th, 2022. The request was for a police report. Your request has been forwarded to the appropriate program area to identify the documents that are responsive to your request and which may be made available pursuant to all applicable provisions of the Freedom of Information law. A determination as to whether your request is granted or denied will be reached by approximately January 4th of 2023, which I thought was ridiculous, but they granted it. Okay, then the second one says, troopers, okay, it says, here we go, confidentiality notice, and it's to me, and it says, please see the attached correspondence pertaining to your request for the copies of records from the New York State Police. And I just don't want to put my number in there, because I don't. I'm trying to see if it. Please be advised that due to the nature of the record you seek, confirmation of your identity is required. A copy of the incident report located concerning the above will be forwarded to you upon receipt in a valid form of photo ID, and a check or money order in the amount of $15 pursuant to the statutory fee. Public Officers Law 66-A2. The check or money order should be made payable to the Superintendent of State Police and forwarded directly to Central Records at the address listed below. Redactions will be made to any statutorily exempt portions in accordance with the Freedom of Information law. Pursuant to Public Officers Law 89-4A, any person denied access to a record may appeal. Okay, and I will just put this open in a new window, and without showing you my number, let me make this large so you can see. And I'll just put this like this. I'm not going to put my number. I'll get a redacted one and show you. There you go. Okay. And I'll show you. I have the police cars in front of the house. And let's see if I can make this really big. And here you go. From July, when they granted the records, okay? So, and Scooter can tell you, because she was there when I called her, and she spoke to the police, okay, through the speakerphone. And then they took my phone and looked. I gave them permission. I said, here, I have nothing to hide. Look through my phone, see if you see any text messages with this woman in Rochester who said she's my very good friend, which was a total lie. I think. Let me just see. September, which way am I going? Oh, here they are. Here's the police right here. July 7th, 8:03 p.m. See the number? That's the original picture. 2 officers, July 7th, 8:03 p.m. Okay? So, yeah. I have the proof of all of your harassment. And it continues, and it continues, and it continues. And you sound idiotic saying that I'm attacking your children when all you do is attack my children. Get my children off. Tomorrow, we're going to file all of the copyright strikes. All of them. On every one of your channels. We're going to start that process of getting the timestamps and getting everything. Get my children off your channel. Okay? Get my videos off your channel. Stop talking about me. Stop harassing me. Stop stalking me. Stop stalking my family. Stop stalking the subscribers of this channel. Stop contacting people behind the scenes and lying to them. Your sabotage of our business system, Lisa D. Faith. April. That has legal implications. Don't you threaten me when what you did is stalk, harass, you try to destroy my business. It has financial losses that you're liable for now. And we are pursuing every single instance of this. And we have an army behind us. So keep those posts up, Nana Patty. Okay? Take those down. Don't say things that aren't true about me. You've harassed me enough. You have those up there. Lying and slandering me. That wasn't me. You have no proof that was me because it wasn't me. And there's nothing you will ever do to prove that's me because it wasn't me. But you've already all made your own beds. So, you know. It's like you people wanted SWATs called to your house. You wanted CPS called to your house. You wanted all this stuff. I've had it all done to me. That and so much more. You know what? You went after my son. And that was a little too much for some of your minions, too. And then that's where you really know you crossed a line. So, anybody have any questions? You can, you're welcome to ask questions. Thank you again. Thank you again, Iain Lee, for verbalizing and validating and standing beside all of us victims. You don't know what that means to us, but I think you do. How do I get us up here again? View, Kelly. Okay. And now I've got it. spotlight. Uh-oh. Now what? Gallery. Okay, now you cannot move a video. Well, I said I was going to remove the pin. Move pin. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm sorry, but I can't. No, I mean, you can never. You could forgive yourself just because for you, but forget it? No. Mm-mm. Forgiveness is for you. Doesn't mean you take these people back in your life. It doesn't mean you ever trust these people. It doesn't mean anything. And we are going, just let the law deal with them. We're going to prosecute them and make an example of them the way Alex Belfield was made an example, and more and more. And I will say, if you are a victim of any of these people, any of them on YouTube, and you need help, you can email. My email is in my video description. And the fact that you're trolling and stalking this chat under fake profile names just shows how twisted you are. Just now, the law started to catch up with the digital wrongdoings. Yeah, it's huge. Huge victories. Huge victories in Alex Jones being held accountable. Huge victories in, hey, look at that, they're both Alexes. Alex Jones being held accountable, and there's going to be more and more and more examples. Hi, Debbie D. Yeah, hashtag best community on YouTube. Some lady Luck is so triggered by that too. She's got to keep tagging that.
I have a question.
Yes.
You can sue on behalf of you. Can you sue on behalf of your minor children as well as Jimmy suing also for loss of?
Anybody that's been harassed and stalked can yes, 100%, especially the minor children.
That's what I was thinking. But separately.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Everybody's pain and suffering is individual. It all counts. Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
You can too, Sharon. They've brought you into this stuff. Anybody that's been brought into it,
Oh, man.
whether they're a creator, a sub, anybody that's being stalked and harassed. This is not free speech. Yeah. It's a good time. It's a long time coming, and but it's a relief. Hi, Debbie.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. Any of
stay
us
behind
the ones that were at the vacation, Sharon, and we had someone take our
yeah.
picture, and then that channel posted it.
Second
Some of us with our license plates showing, with our vehicles showing that someone was there stalking us while we were there. That's not a real estate picture. Those are our vehicles.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Dangerous.
Yeah. That
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
too bright. That wasn't too bright, Helta, no. It doesn't even matter who sent it to you, right? Because you posted it. You put it out there and circulated it.
So
That's
counts
stalking.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Not too bright. I am so annoyed and angered by these people. Leave Carolyn and the community alone. I missed a lot of happening. Oh, I hope your mom's doing better, Captain, and thank you for the support. But putting out my daughter's information, putting my daughter at risk, a single girl in the city, you put out her information, J-May. You put out my daughter's information. You think I've forgotten about that?
I don't know about that, Carolyn.
You think I forgot what you did to my sister-in-law with cancer and put her information out there so that she could be harassed?
Really? Oh my goodness, I had no idea.
Stage 4 cancer, and they put her information out there to be harassed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's stalking. That is stalking. Yeah. And you were so overzealous you couldn't stop. That's stalking.
That's beyond stalking. That's just evil.
And lying, J-May, that I contacted your sons, that's a lie. Again, you're liable for all of that stuff. You have no proof I didn't contact your sons, so you'll never have proof.
I'm praying for you, Captain.
But you said that so that you thought, oh, then it's perfectly fine if I dox her daughter and I dox her family members. Oh, you should just leave that. Yeah, yeah. Yes, oh yes, I videotaped minors, right, yes, okay, at a swim park, yeah, why don't you see... You know what? You are insane. Do you know that at any public place, you can take video and you can take photos? There is no one expects privacy when they are in those places. You should really follow up on the laws because you obviously don't know them. There's no expectation of privacy when you are in a public place. You know what's illegal? If you're using a zoom lens and you're taking pictures inside someone's house when they're on their private property, then there is an expectation of privacy, okay? If you're taking pictures of a couple on their front lawn and post them, guess what, Einsteins? The picture that you posted of our vehicles in that residence that was ours for the week, that's illegal.
Correct.
Not taking video or photos inside a public theme park. Learn the laws, Einsteins.
Like,
People take videos like that every day.
Every single day. There is no expectation of privacy when you are in a public place. And do you know, even if someone is cheating on their spouse and someone has a photo of them and it's posted, there's no legal ramifications of that. They are in a public place. There is no expectation of privacy. But if you took that same couple that was cheating on each other and you took their picture using a lens that's going into their house, or you took it on their front lawn, or you took it on their private property, and then you're legally responsible for that. Learn the laws.
I'm learning right now.
Look at all these people that went to Disney World and Disneyland and all these other theme parks
Six
like
Flags.
Yeah,
Carowinds and stuff, and take videos, and there's all kinds of kids.
yeah.
It's
Look about every time you go on a ride and they take your picture, right? And they flash it on the screen, right? And you can buy it. Einsteins. A bunch of Einsteins we have here.
Wow.
But it wasn't just us on Splash Mountain when we got our picture at the end.
That's
It was
right.
at-
Oh, no,
That's
but-
right. And
And
they didn't ask your permission when they took it too. You just got on the ride.
Nope.
And then when you got off, your picture's there. And the people before you that are sitting in the seats and they buy that, they're buying your image. And if they post it on their Facebook, they're posting it on their Facebook. And there's nothing, one thing wrong with that because you had no expectation of privacy going in a public theme park.
Mm-hmm.
Cameras are everywhere. They are. Yep.
Oh, man.
You did nothing illegal.
I
Nothing.
know.
Nothing.
Boy, oh, they never. People really should operate as though they're always being watched because I got news. Their cameras are everywhere.
They are dumb, Mommy Ramley's Mommy. They are so many videos on YouTube, and the reason is their pathetic excuse. I know, they want to destroy you. I know, and they don't realize how stupid they look because their own people believe them without even checking out the laws. But that judge doesn't believe them. The police don't believe them. Anyone that knows the laws don't believe them. Okay? Oh, she's going to go to jail for taking pictures in a public theme park.
There's something, I can't remember exactly how it goes, but ignorance of the law doesn't count as any kind of a
Defense, yeah, right.
You know?
Absolutely, Sharon. Well said.
Well, here's another thing that proves that they know that it's not illegal, because if that was the case, they wouldn't have tried to have called the resort and said that was my kids and I'm complaining and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That's why they wanted to lie about it.
They actually said that was their kid that you were
Oh
taking
yeah, they
pictures.
said that they were in the park. They had an altercation with me. They told me to stop videotaping their kids, stop videotaping them, and I said no. And they said, stop videotaping us. And I said, no, I work for the resort. I will not stop. But then they want the resort people, but they're in a lot of trouble too because the staff, because they called them after the fact. Wouldn't these people use common sense? These people, the staff members should have said, wouldn't they have come to us while they were in the park? They
How did they know your
emailed.
name?
They
That's
emailed after the fact. You would march yourself right up there if that was the case. If you had an altercation and you would have grabbed one of the security people right on the floor.
Even if it
Right.
wasn't kid, how in the hell would they ever find out your name? That's pretty crazy.
And they're in trouble. They're in trouble for not verifying that these were indeed guests. And they found out they were not guests at the resort.
Oh, okay. My goodness. Mm-mm-mm.
And they had other complaints about these staff members. And they helped us because when they put that email on a YouTube channel, that was the proof that it was fake. They gave us the proof.
Yep.
It was unbelievable. Had you guys not put that on there, then I wouldn't have been able to go there with the screenshot. I wouldn't have had that screenshot of that email to give to corporate, to give to the highest upper echelon of that whole conglomeration of theme parks. I wouldn't have had it. You gave it to me. That's what I mean. Candy from a baby. You gave it to me.
Oh man. It's a water park. Indoor water park at that, right?
Right.
They had cameras. Oh my gosh. So if you had a heated discussion, that would be on there.
There's security all around. They're constantly circling.
Holy, there's a certain number of, I don't know, most of these places hold them for 6 weeks or at the least. This one, I hope they're holding it, period.
Oh
whole
yeah,
time.
because because those staff members have other complaints on them, and so yeah. But these people, they're still up in the ante, and this and that, and she's this and she's that, and she's banned, and I control this. Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah, when we have season passes for the rest of our lives because of what you did, plus monetary damages.
And not
Keep it
only
up. But
that,
you
when
gave
got-
it to me. You gave me what I needed. I couldn't believe it. I said, how could they be so stupid? They didn't even think about what that would mean. That would mean that you were liars.
You all have a footprint, a digital footprint online.
And you all said that channel gave it to you, but you were an accomplice as well. So you not only implicated that channel, but yourself as an accomplice in that.
Did they point out
Not
to
only
it,
that-
say, this is my kid?
Oh yeah, they
And
said
then
it was
to-
their kid, and then one somebody said, "Oh, that's my I know that family member in that thing." They were lying through their teeth about everything.
Because they probably,
Here's
oh, that's good.
another thing is they're going to say that the staff is the say all, be all, end all. Well, they got bosses, and then their bosses have bosses. So
Yeah.
you're going to take that letter and say that that's the real thing, but yet their bosses haven't said anything. And
Right.
You're going to call Carolyn a liar? That's bull.
Yeah,
She has all the proof she needs to move forward.
and
with
you
this.
gave that to us. That was the golden ticket. How stupid!
I have not discussed this with Carolyn. I'm going on the record that I have not. I am just kind of a little bit flabbergasted here that they would actually call a first sort and say that you took pictures with their kid, because that begs the question: how the hell did you get her name? How did you find out her name?
Oh, I think they said because I said I'm Mommy Rambling's blog and I'm working with this resort.
So what?
That's
They know your
yeah.
real name?
That's
Do
what
they
they
know your
think.
name?
Well, that's what they said. I'm Mommy Rambling's blog and I'm working with this resort.
Okay.
Yeah. But there was nothing on video like that whatsoever. It was you on a raft with your kids.
No, and you know what? You know what's even more stupid? What really got them going is with the title "Because I Can." That had nothing to do with filming. Because I can meant because I can take some more rides around the lazy river. Just because I can, and just like Blood Mother had to do with the movie Psycho. You people are always trying to find something to make it about you or to make it about something. Oh, well, did you hear what she said? Because I can. Why'd she change I changed the title because that was never going to be the standing title of that. Neither was Blood Mother. It was a funny thing because if you watched Psycho, you would understand when Norman says, blood, mother, blood. And I had all strawberry juice all over me. But
I
you
was
guys
so
go,
mad.
oh, that's about Nana Patty. How the heck is that about Nana Patty? I am with my family picking strawberries. You guys
That
think
was
you are
so
so
funny.
important. I am not even thinking about you.
Oh boy.
Wow. That was a reach. You're reaching and reaching.
It's an excuse. They know it's not about them.
They try to find anything to make anything you say be about them, but they can say anything they want.
I have a question about the water park.
Mm-hmm.
The water nice and warm?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Even for,
Looked like so much fun.
Yeah,
never been
it's not cold. It's not cold at
I
all.
just want to float in a lazy river for about 3 hours.
Yeah, that's what it's not. You just go round and around and around. Everybody loves the lazy river, and that's why I said because I
They
can.
have that ice cold waterfall at one point.
They do. You can go into the waterfall if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Never been to a wa-
Disney, you don't have a choice. You get wet.
Kat says you'll never look good trying to make someone look bad. No.
Well,
It's like any boss would tell you in the office, if you're trying to tell me what so-and-so's doing wrong, what are you doing?
Right.
Tell me what you're doing.
Well, they need content. They don't have it. What do
They don't
do?
have any content if it's not going on every single day. And they're so silly. They're going to Ian's channel and look at their channels. Can you tell which one's this? That's almost like, look at these two channels. Which one is harassing who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easily seen what's going on. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to fool Ian. They just think, I don't know, it's beyond. But I'm just so glad to be able to talk about it because You knew, like, the people knew. They called CPS, they called the police, they called this, and we were told not to say it, not to say it. Now we can
Yeah.
now we can talk about all of your abuse. It's all going to come out because and that you're calling the SWAT fake, that's also abuse. You know that. And that you're saying that it's fake, that's all abuse. And that's something that's so easily proven with the police report.
Yeah.
Easily verified.
And what BBT is trying to do, she's going under the post, and it's under the other post because the date is on the top, not the bottom. Einstein.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining, how we've got all of our things on screen at the moment. It's got all the channels and then your channel. And then one of these channels is not like the other.
One of these channels just
is not the
doesn't
same.
belong.
It wouldn't take much
Oh.
for Ian to figure out this one is a hater.
Hurry, quick,
all
before I
towards
finish this
one
song.
channel.
Yeah,
Now it's time to play this game.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're gorgeous.
Yeah, you remember the police being there. The people close to me knew about the police being there, but we couldn't say. All of, every time they say, oh, we have informants in there, we have moles in there, you're cognizant now of behavior where you're admitting, we have people in their private groups that are giving us information we are then using to stalk and harass them. Do you realize what you're putting? It's like the water park letter. It's candy from a baby. You're giving us everything. You don't even realize it. That's what's you're blinded, so blinded by your hate that you don't even realize what you're putting out there.
Same as those criminals years ago murdering. They didn't realize there was going to be DNA, years yet to come.
Right.
They couldn't it all out there. The law catches up with everything.
There's digital DNA as well.
They want attention so bad that they just keep going and upping the ante in the chats, and now they're probably like going, oh, gotta delete something. No, it's already gone. We already have it.
I would be.
Maybe they should invest their time and energy in writing a book or a movie script or something because they've got amazing imaginations, like pretty wild.
They can find
Use it for
content.
good.
Maybe in prison, do they have stuff like that in prison for them? I don't know.
Oh, no, they don't. Everything's limited,
I heard some people like South Pacific a lot. Maybe they can do that. They're not
There's
very
been so much more
smart.
satisfaction doing something like productive.
I-61 says trolls aren't very smart. Well, they're stalkers and harassers.
They're not even trolls. We don't call it. They are called what they are: stalkers, abusers, perpetrators. They are horrible. They are not trolls. Trolls are little cute things with fuzzy hair.
Oh man.
There's so much that can be discussed, on YouTube, other than Carolyn. That's, simple as that.
They can't. They're obsessed. They're obsessed.
And they say that you haven't really made it until you've got haters.
Yeah, but these are beyond that.
You've really made it.
More than haters.
Congratulations.
Yeah, right? It's dangerous, is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it has definitely crossed the line.
Especially if
Well,
you're
I'm sure.
if you're someone that's a creator and a YouTube creator and you have subs and you have people, who listen to you and follow you, and you come into a chat or a YouTube channel and you see someone talking about someone, these people are just jumping on the bandwagon without knowing what happened.
Right, and they just want to hate. They just unite in hate. They love it. They love uniting in hate.
They don't know what happened. They don't know the details. They don't know,
Doesn't
So
matter.
they're jumping on the hate train. That's what it's all about for them. And
Meanness is a sign of weakness.
Oh yeah,
attention.
when they have to attack, then they can't stick to facts and they have none. That's why they get so petty. That's why they get so
Mhm.
petty. And all of that is all illegal, what you did. They're attacking people's foot size or their height or whatever the body shaming, age shaming, whatever you're doing it to my children, doing it to my husband, height shame, all of that. It's all illegal.
There's a lot of projecting
It's
going on.
harassment. It's stalking. It's abusive. Putting my minor children on that channel is abusive. It's stalking. It's putting them in harm's way.
That's stupid. You're stupid.
And you've been told multiple times to get it down.
Yeah, life is too short to have hate in your heart, Crafty Crafter, and the budget says, yeah, it is.
Yeah. No one heals by hurting someone else. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they were trying to achieve. Like,
They were trying to achieve
it's just like
to
100 pure.
destroy in order so they don't have to be around someone that they can't stand.
And
It's
there's
kind
a-
of like trying to take the easy way out, like sort of, profiting up from someone else, like all your
Oh
hard
yeah,
work
and then
effort.
take all that. Of course, yeah, that too.
If they can't stand you, don't listen to you. It's not too hard. I've told you
But they
before.
can't stand not to know what's going on or what she's saying.
They can't not watch. Why don't you just be a subscriber and you can just watch silently? And you love the channel, you're always watching. It's every move, everything.
When did people
That's-
start calling what is that? Wish links? Wishnicks. Trolls. Oh, wishnicks. I don't know. They called them trolls. When I was a kid, they called them treasure trolls. Deborah. They were
They
called.
were troll house when I was a kid.
Yeah, I had a troll house too. I had it. It was like a little Tahiti hut or something like that.
Yes.
Yes.
With gems on their bellies.
I used to
remember?
have all the troll collect. Yeah.
No, my troll just had a belly button.
Mine, when I had some, there was like gems.
I remember the little tiny ones you'd get in the little gumball machine things. Yeah.
Yeah, that was after
Hi, Eva.
my medicine.
Hi, Crafty Crafter on a budget.
Hi, Deborah.
Before I went to bed for that troll,
Hi,
I
Eva
thought,
Pole. So, yeah.
In line between love and hate, they say, huh? That's true as well.
yeah.
It is, and that's like what Ian said. He asked me why they do this. I don't know. Sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissists, and maybe they were just had a little crush,
Yeah.
That's
and they
crossed
felt
my
that
mind.
it was they felt rejected.
Or a big crush. Who knows? Littler? No. But it's
Oh,
just a
and
little-
Jay May, I never, ever, ever asked you to send me pictures of you in your pajamas. Never.
What?
Whoa, wait.
She's
Wow.
somebody told me she's saying that I asked for her to send me pictures of her in her pajamas.
Very strange thing to say.
Well, she got it in writing.
Yeah,
That's-
I have the Facebook
I'm
messages you
pictured-
sent me.
Uh,
I didn't ask you. Please send me a picture in your pajamas. Come on.
that's pretty funny.
Carolyn's been married for a while, guys. Just not interested.
Yeah. Oh, man. Pajamas.
Like Kevin says, to Scooter, they were pet rocks. That far back. Oh, pet rocks. I remember when I was in third grade. Pet rocks. Yeah.
What an idea. Imagine somebody just sitting there and I have an idea. Why don't I get a bunch of rocks out of the backyard and put them in little boxes with a little bit of straw and I'll sell them as pet rocks.
Yes, and then there was the other thing they did because there used to be this like store downtown where they sold like a lot of 70s stuff in the 70s because that's what you would sell in the 70s is 70s stuff. But besides the pet rock, somebody took a rock and then they had all hand painted little rocks on top of it and they called it a rock concert. And I
Oh.
made when I told my friends we can make our own rock concert.
Like Gates.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah,
Besides the pain. Yeah.
I never had a
fine.
pet rock.
I never had one either. I thought it was
It was silly.
hilarious.
Yeah.
But the guy laughed all the way to the bank, didn't he? So.
What are you doing, Sharon? Are you decoupaging?
No, I washed all the paint off me.
So you're done for the night?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go back down and put a clear coat. We'll let him sit overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Toodles. That's
Yeah.
why he gave me his telephone number, right? That's why we are in contact, right?
It's okay. These
Good life.
people are obviously triggered by this situation, and they're coming in here, and that's going to happen.
The truth
And
must hurt because they're spending time. If any of this stuff you guys said was even true, you wouldn't even come in here and waste your time. You're triggered. You're bothered. You're scared. You know you did a lot of things wrong and made a lot of mistakes.
I'd be peeing myself if that's what you.
I hope you like that orange, or maybe it's green. Maybe they have green where they are. I don't know. What are the jumpsuits like in the UK? Does any and Australia? Do you, Gail,
I
are
didn't
they
know.
are they orange over there with cats?
No, I think they're kind of ugly. They're like a tracksuit that's like grey.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Not even-
yeah.
And I think the worst thing is like the so-called bras
Oh,
or
no.
underwear. They're like so.
Oh yeah,
Like
because they could do some damage or something, like to hurt themselves, right?
Oh.
So they can't have they'll somebody said like the ones that are there for life, they'll never have shoelaces ever again. They'll never
No.
tie shoes. Yeah. And what was the other
Yeah.
thing? Tie
Like they
shoes.
can't have like the underwire bras. Like I can't.
Oh yeah,
not
because they
have
could take the
underwire bra.
wire out, yeah, and do something bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was going to ask you a question actually. Especially some of the court cases coming up, like Lori Vallow and Letitia Strauss.
Yeah.
I was wondering, so with they've got long hair,
Yeah.
and personally, I see that as like it's a possible dangerous thing to have because you could possibly, especially when they're on suicide watch, and
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. There should
That
be a
is
thing like
interesting.
that.
Yeah.
Make them cut it because it would be so easy with that long hair just to, use it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was
they
just
always-
wondering, has that ever been a consideration in the jails or?
I don't know, not that I've heard, but that's an interesting question.
Close, but they always have to wear those sandals. And
Especially for like cutting it
Yeah.
and stuff. Like you could really, you could do the Rapunzel thing and make a rope and escape.
there's bars in the window. I don't know how they get through.
so you're saying that they can't wear a bra, or they can't.
Oh no,
be-
they have bras, but you may as well not be wearing one. They're not exactly supportive. They're ugly as like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and sometimes like when you go there, like you don't get new stuff. Like you have to be pretty lucky to get new things. It's like one that's
Ew.
been worn by someone else years. Like because it's my worst nightmare. Like I couldn't imagine wearing someone else's underwear. Like
Yeah.
especially if it had stains or something. Like,
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
it's
it-
gross. Yeah.
In
it's all the
Arizona,
little things you don't think about, like the things that we take for granted,
Yeah.
having our freedom.
in Arizona, they have Tent City.
They what?
That's a Tent
Well,
City.
we did. I don't know if they said that was when they had our payo. I don't know now.
Yeah, it was Joe Arpaio. Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah.
Oh,
But they
sure.
do-
Yeah.
And it was really bad.
Hi, Kayla.
So,
they gave them
There's like no handbags and pretty shoes and
Yeah.
accessories and
Yeah.
bling bling.
there.
Jewelry. Forget that.
Forget, yeah.
And I don't
The
think- I
turtle
don't think
suit,
it's
turtle
still-
suit. Remember the turtle suit?
No.
Yeah, the whole turtle suit on the Suicide Watch. And one time we lost it
yes,
completely
yes,
with
yes,
the freaking
yes,
turtle suit
yes.
with the Seavers case.
Uh-huh.
Is that what they call it? It's
Yeah,
a-
they call it a turtle
Yeah.
suit.
I can understand why. I knew exactly what you're talking about when you said it, but I didn't realize it had a name.
Yeah, the what do we call him? What do we call Jimmy? That Jimmy guy. We called him
Help on the
Jimmy
turtle
the
suit.
Hammer. They wanted to call him Jimmy the Hammer, and we called him something else. And he came in a turtle. I said, "What is he wearing?" And then someone's like, "He's wearing a turtle suit."
She does. Too.
Yeah.
Cats.
Uh-oh. Who'd we lose?
Me?
Yeah.
Who'd we lose?
Sorry, but it.
Yeah. Scooter said you have a great voice, Kat.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Who'd we just lose? Somebody? Oh, Debbie D.
Yeah, Debbie, maybe she'll come back in.
Oh, okay.
Hope she's
How's
not.
it tornado?
That's like a
situation
game. You know,
going everywhere?
that would be a fun game. Get like 12 people up here, right?
We have to guess who left.
And somebody, it's like it's all somebody's got to be the main supervisor of the thing, and so
Okay.
they have a schedule, and they'll just tell the one person, "You're the person that's got to go," and then one person will drop down, and the whole panel's got to see how quick they can figure out and who left, and whoever has the most right guesses wins.
That would be you.
No.
With your.
But no, it took me a minute to just figure out Debbie D. It was like 5 minutes for me here.
Clovis.
Yeah,
working.
It's not as easy as you think it is. It's not as easy as you think it is. But that would be a fun game.
That's
Get
cool.
enough
I'm
people.
down.
You'd have to
I
have a
will be-
supervisor.
But I don't want to. I'll be the supervisor because I don't want to leave. I'll be bored.
Okay, you can do
I'm
that.
convinced you've got some sort of photographic memory or something. Oh, we
And-
were talking about when Nicole lost her credit card in the shops that day, and
Yeah.
and you gave her amazing directions.
Oh yeah. Because I
from
knew,
on
because I said, "Where did you have it?" And she said,
Yeah,
"In my
you put the
hand."
layout in
Well,
your
then I
head of
knew
the
she
shops.
put it down. Like it was just a deduction. And I just wanted her not to panic because she was like freaking, and she was gonna run to the front of the store. I'm like, "No, you're gonna lose time, and somebody's gonna grab your card. Just calm down and go around the corner."
Every aisle looked the same, and you're like go down there, go
By
left,
the angels, go
down
by the
there, on that
angels.
shelf, up, down,
You're-
left, right,
Yeah,
and
she's like,
bam,
turn
there it was.
She goes, turn around. And I turned around. And she's like, no, not that way. Not
Yeah,
that
because you
way.
kept looking by the electronics. And I'm like, no. You were over there pulling the stuff down from the shelves.
Found it. She
I know,
saved
but in
me.
order to give those specific directions, you would have had to have had a map laid out in your head or something. Like it was just
It was
No,
crazy.
but maybe because I've done that myself for my kids, you know?
No, you are very perceptive. You pay attention to things that most people don't. Like, I don't pay attention.
But-
you have a strong sense
Yeah,
of self.
you know what? I'm more perceptive of like places, things. But like I told you, like I'm a terrible eyewitness of just random people. Like, because I could get to a store unless you are really talking with me and stuff. I'm not scanning everybody's face going by.
I don't either.
You know what I
never
mean?
do.
And that's my, like I could tell you where I am, what aisle I'm in, what's in that aisle.
And the difference between you and I is I can't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but
if I
I'm
am
not
that-
very observant with people. Like I could have a waitress come to the table a few times, and I'll go, "Which one's our waitress?" Because I don't remember, unless they've made like a really big impression. But like by the end of the night, but I'm talking in the beginning, like I won't remember. You could tell me, "Oh, that one's our waitress." Oh, okay.
no matter where I am, I'm like looking at one of those maps and it says you are here.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's the
Yeah.
part when I'm somewhere. It's like, well, I know I'm here. I
Mhm.
don't know how I got here or how to get out of here. But I do know my exits. I'm very aware of my exits.
Me too.
Yeah.
I always have to know where my exits are.
Nicole is good about laying her keys on a shelf in the store.
Oh, I leave everything. My phone, my keys. You know how many times I left phone behind at a grocery store
Got
or
it. Yeah.
credit card. I've lost it
You need
numerous
a little wristlet thing or something.
I have one.
Why don't
but
you
I just,
carry a bag?
oh, I know, but then my purse, where do I keep my purse in
Well,
my
why
car?
don't you get like a little backpack thing or something?
Okay, I will. I'm gonna get myself together.
Yeah.
I was going to say, someone should invent a bag to put stuff in that so you don't lose it.
I need like I don't know. I need like a kangaroo pouch for real. Like I know
Get a
that's-
fanny pack. You'd probably be good with a.
Well, if that works for you, use that.
Yeah, fanny pack might. I mean, but that's like out of style.
I
now.
know, but that shows that your debit card and someone grabbing a hold of it is not too good. Not too good either.
It's for a while, yeah.
Do you want to
but
be
then
out of style, or do you want to have
my
your
debit card?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Just
want
keep a little crossbody bag and put
I have.
That's how I've started wearing my purse now, because I used to leave my purse a lot of times in the cart, but I've been wearing it more crossbody now.
That's what I'll do. I'll start wearing that tomorrow. I'll really try.
If you
It's
do
not
happen to leave your
it
purse in the
doesn't hurt
car,
your back either.
I have to find it first.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
What about the
I was
Michael
gonna say,
Kors?
if
What
you
about
do
did you
leave
sell
your
that
purse
Michael
in the car,
Kors one you
don't
had with the
expose it.
wax?
So, and who has?
Did you sell that Michael Kors bag with the wax?
No, I still have it.
Oh, use that.
Yeah, I will sell it. I want to sell that for like 20, starting at 20.
Right.
That Kors.
Well,
or maybe-
actually, they're pretty expensive, I think.
Yeah, they are, but I want to give somebody good deals. That's what I like to do.
burn that confetti.
Are you going to go and try to
crimes
get that
around.
angel tomorrow?
I'm going to go down to get the angel tomorrow. The date is the 25th, and I don't have any appointments. So,
Oh, let's. Are they? Where? Okay. Hopefully, just check. Tomorrow's Sunday. Hopefully, they're open.
I thought today was Saturday. I don't know why.
Today is Saturday.
It is Saturday.
Well, it's Sunday.
Not
Sunday.
yet. Did you go to
No,
sleep?
Sunday here.
It's not
Sunday
Sunday
is
until
Sunday.
you go to sleep, though. You know.
It's not Sunday until you go to sleep and wake
Oh,
up.
so wide.
It's Saturday.
What am I going to do? I'm wide awake.
Oh, you know that movie was like okay. I couldn't watch
Dahmer
that
drives
movie,
someone.
that Dahmer movie. Like I don't know.
I
Kept
fell asleep.
waking up and getting
I couldn't watch.
Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm telling you, and I was telling you guys on the way in. It was one case that was very super disturbing, but I sort of remember seeing one other movie because like there were bits and pieces I remembered, so I must have seen another one along the way, but it's very difficult to watch that. I can't watch it, and then I was like,
What was wrong with it? I fell asleep in the first episode.
Creepy level, good.
It was what?
The creepy level was too much for me. There's no way.
I don't know. I didn't like. I mean, it's too like like it was. Some of it was really graphic.
Oh,
Oh, really?
When he
How
was
many
talking to the
episodes did-
psychiatrist and they were showing him like handling the insides. I'm just going to say that.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
And why somebody likes that. They like shiny things. Men like shiny things, and there's people that supposedly like that and are aroused touching organs.
What? That's what. Oh, I missed it. I fell asleep and my phone died.
You don't want to see that.
You don't want to see
I-
it.
I like having
either.
but I don't want it to mess me up and not like him anymore. 'cause
We'll stay with you. Don't watch. Don't do it.
Kevin said it
Oh
made him
my-
sicker than he was.
Evan, you saw some of it. What episodes did you make it to?
I didn't watch any of it. I read. I know what it's about. I don't want to watch it.
I don't want to
Carolyn.
watch that. Yeah, I don't know. They watched how far did you guys watch that watched?
I fell asleep. First episode. 5 minutes in.
Excellent.
Anybody that Robbity Bob, you were here for most of it. How far did you get?
She
I
said,
don't know how many we ended up watching.
Because
Robbity Bob.
I hit the first one when it says, "Are you still here?" I did that the first time, but then I guess it did it another time. So I don't know what point it did that where you were.
yeah,
Quite a few.
look. That's what he did. Yeah, that is what he did. I didn't know that's what he did. I fell asleep and I didn't see I might watch it.
I know that's what he did, but it's like that guy cut his leg off too, and I really don't want to dwell on that. The guy with that chop saw thing.
Thinking about that thought probably once a day since that happened about the guy with the leg. That stuck with me. The
I
guy
think you're not dwelling on it. I think it's just because your mind has to solve puzzles, and that doesn't make logical sense that you can cut off the leg and not bleed out.
Oh my gosh.
but okay,
I
let's
think-
talk again,
I
'cause-
think it was his lower leg, and I think he already had a tourniquet on it before he started. But I
Or
can't
he-
imagine how
like,
you could
Why would you do
go
that?
all the way
Who are
through.
you freaking spiting, cutting off your leg?
he had mental illness. I mean, definitely, because people don't just going around cutting off their own leg.
Ugh.
That's something big time.
I think I mentioned
There's a
before,
lot of
Debunking, I
thought
think
that goes into that. That's not just like, there's a lot of thought. You've got to get your leg up there. You've got to turn the saw on. You've got to find something to rig it so that you can pull it down while your leg is in there. How the heck are you doing that? Like,
Why do I think? I pictured him sawing it literally with a saw.
no, with a chop saw.
Ugh.
At least it was his own leg and not someone else's. So,
Wow, that's true.
But there's so
but
many
I was just
ways.
thinking, like maybe the blade like cauterized it with the heat,
Yeah.
like
I-
at the
I don't
vein or
know.
something.
I
It
don't
just doesn't
know.
make sense.
It did because the saw is so hot. It may have cauterized.
I don't know.
Maybe somebody
Yeah. Anyway, did he end up dying?
No.
No. But the kid saw the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know, 5-year-old. That's
I
terrible.
can't imagine. I mean, oh God.
Get up for life.
I'm just
no
gonna
way.
look it up. If you cut your leg off with
Can
a
we get
chop saw,
Hive
will it
61
cauterize it?
up? Yeah. Hive 61 said he went to a museum at San Quentin prison at the time that Dharma was locked up, and then a week later he was beaten to death and died by another inmate.
Oh.
Oh.
Man, I've got lots of questions about the prison.
Mm.
He's
Notorious, this Alcatraz.
Okay.
That's for sure. And that was on an island. Reminds me of Azkaban.
If they ever look at my computer, they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
if you cut
That's
what she searched for, if you cut your leg off with a chop saw, will the heat cauterize it?
is it a chop saw or is it like one of those?
With a chop saw.
Is that what you put into your search thing?
Yeah, they're gonna know about that. They're gonna be like, what the hell was she searching for?
Oh my
Let's just put this on record. This is the reason why.
Yeah, see, this is why we need an index of videos. See, there she said she was saying that she was searching for it.
Next week when Jimmy's cutting up things for your craft and accidentally drops his saw. It's got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, right. I don't know. It says, I don't know if it would cauterize. It doesn't say it. It needs to be red hot or hotter. That's not going to happen.
All right. I wonder what he must have had a tourniquet. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you would, honestly. How wouldn't you bleed out?
I have no idea.
That would instantly,
Oh my gosh, there would be blood all over the place.
right. It's really unbelievable.
How
that
did he make it out to the front lawn? Was he hopping?
He must have been. He had one leg. He had to have been hopping. It's the only thing you can.
That would be make your blood be pumping too.
Right.
Yeah.
Hop, 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 hop. Oh, come on.
Maybe he was just laying there. You know what I mean? Just laying there. He cut the leg off, laying there, and then the kid, somebody got hold of him, took him
Maybe
away.
it must have been drugs, because sometimes
Yeah.
people can tolerate being tasered and stuff on drugs, and it doesn't affect them one single bit.
Yeah.
It's like when people are, drunk and they get into a car accident, they tend to survive more often because they're more limber, that kind of thing.
I wonder, did they reattach it? I'm trying to see if it.
Tammy said IHOP.
They can.
Oh my gosh. And how about this? He's not the only guy that's done it.
What? Oh my!
There was a guy that did it in February.
What? Can I tell you something?
Here's the
I
condition.
I know of it, an alien leg. It's called There is a condition.
Or body dysmorphia. Yeah.
Yes, you don't think that your leg belongs to you. No, that's different. It's not I think Do they consider that dysmorphia?
Okay,
Probably.
hold on a minute. No, the guy used, hold on a minute, he used a circular saw to amputate the leg of a 66-year-old. Okay, so he used it to amputate someone else's leg, not his own leg. Okay. But maybe this guy, maybe he saw this. You know, I remember there was it was a short-lived series, and it was on ABC. And it was like, I don't know if it was a creep show or whatever it was, but why is my camera off? But they said that they got this guy, and he was like a homeless guy or whatever, right? Or like he, at that time, this was back in the 80s, so they really didn't even go that much about home. Like they said, I think he was like a, what they call, you know, like guy that was drinking a lot on the street.
Oh.
And they got him, and they said, you know what, man, we're going to bring you to our house. And this guy's like, wow, I must have just like hit the jackpot, right? And they put him in the bed, and they're sobering him up, and he's like, wow. And they're bringing him this really nice meal to eat, and he's just thinking like crazy. And they're like, you're going to live here now. And they're like, he's like, really? And they're like, yeah, but you have to agree to be our uncle, or like whoever it was, because they were getting a Social Security pension or something from this guy. So they were gonna, this is the thing, they were taking this guy, and he was going to be that person. And then as he's going, oh yeah, like it's made in the shade, they go, guy comes in with the saw, and he goes, there's just one thing, he only had one leg. And they start up the saw, and that's the end of it.
Oh.
So creepy. I remember it till this day. It's so creepy.
That was. I don't know if it was.
That's all you needed.
I remember that though.
Yeah, that's creepy. It was I forget what show it was. It's so creepy.
There was Grey's Anatomy where they had to do that in a parking structure.
I've never watched.
A truck had fallen on this guy's leg.
You know someone who stabbed himself? Yeah, he probably hit the femoral artery. Probably, Kevin.
How many episodes was left of that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm.
Do you know?
I think it stopped. The last part I remember seeing was when it got real quiet because he was telling his story to the investigators about the Black Death guy.
Yeah.
So they did that segment kind of like from the deaf guy's perspective. A lot of it was very quiet. And then it didn't play anymore after that.
Did you like it?
Yes.
You did.
Yeah.
Good,
There was
Debbie.
two
Yes,
parts I had to-
I liked
There
it.
was 2 parts I had to cover my eyes because I did gag one time. But other than that, no, I liked it.
Yeah.
I vomited when it came to drinking the blood, and it reminded
Yes.
me.
Oh gosh.
That's
Jackass
the one.
drinking their
That's
sweat.
where I gagged. That's where I gagged.
I couldn't.
Did he eat them entirely?
He had pop.
No, because he put different bits in different places and kept different bits from different people.
But why
I
did
think
it
depended on
stink?
how he felt about them.
Why did it stink so bad? Because he let them rot?
Yeah.
Because he kept their parts in the house and he eats some of them.
And he put
And kept like heads of
They
them.
found a head in the refrigerator and 5 skulls under his bed.
Yeah, so he all around him. He hit
So I
them all.
mean, it was he kept them, and I mean that's where the smell is coming from.
Yeah.
But why? And then every guy that came in there was like, "What's this smell?"
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm anxious to see the rest of it.
Oh gosh,
Gonna watch. I'm gonna.
how did it get
Yeah.
so late already? Last time I looked, it was 2:00.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's 4 o'clock already.
Well,
Oh
just
my-
stay for a minute more.
He didn't eat all of them, but he ate some of them.
Ugh.
Oh.
Did he cook them like that guy did with his
Well,
mother's
that
head in the pot?
one, this is the other part where I had to close my eyes. I was fine until he got put it to his mouth to eat it. But it was
Yeah.
a liver or something that he had in a bowl, and he took it out of the refrigerator and he put some oil in
Oh.
a pot and threw it in there and fried it. And she put it back in that bowl, and he went and sat down, and he showed him cutting it, and he put a piece in his mouth with a fork, and I had to turn my head. That was all I could see.
Oh,
3 torsos in the vat of acid in the bedroom, and Robbity Bob said the torsos in the vat stunk. Ugh. I wish I watched.
Well, don't tell nothing if we ain't seen it yet, because I want to see the rest of it.
High 61 says, I remember a lady died on her couch at her apartment. The smell of death was everywhere. We threw the couch away because it smelled. And then someone took the couch thinking it was okay. That's
Oh,
why
gosh.
you don't get a couch off the street. Or
wait, she was in it?
Oh,
Was she in the couch?
she died on the couch.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the smell of death was everywhere. The couch was thrown away because of it, and someone took it.
There was a similar one, remember not that long ago, the daughter that was,
Oh, she sunk into the couch.
yeah.
Oh, that was so
I remember
bad.
that story. That woman, her caretakers just left her.
It was her
and-
parents.
Yeah, her parents.
Yeah.
And she melted to the couch.
Yeah. When you think your body's made up mostly of 80% water.
And then there's a
Yeah.
weird thing today that something what was the thing? I just saw something. 12-year-old Texas girl shoots her dad, herself after plotting with another girl to kill their families and run away. The other girl, now charged with criminal conspiracy, didn't go through with the plan.
12 years old.
12, yeah. There's an East
See,
Texas
That's
girl.
the thing where I wonder that at 12 years old, the stuff that you say, you make up lots of stories with your friends and, your imagination's quite wild.
Yeah, but they said an East Texas girl has been charged with criminal conspiracy for plotting with another girl to kill their families and run away together to Georgia. Investigators called to the residence in Weatherford, just west of Fort Worth, at about 11:30 p.m. on Tuesday, found a 12-year-old girl in the street with a gunshot wound to the head. Deputies found a handgun underneath her. Inside the home, they found the girl's 38-year-old father with a gunshot wound to the abdomen. Both were taken to the hospital by air ambulance and remain hospitalized in unknown condition. Investigators say they believe the girl shot her father and then fled the scene and shot herself. As deputies investigated, they learned that the Weatherford girl planned to murder her family and pets, and that she plotted for weeks with another girl from Lufkin, 200 miles southeast of Fort Worth, to kill their families and run away together. The Weatherford girl was supposed to drive to Lufkin and pick up the other girl. She's 12 and she's going to drive. Yeah, before they headed to Georgia. The Lufkin girl, however, didn't go through with the plan. She has been charged with criminal conspiracy in Parker County. The sheriff's office is not releasing the names of the juveniles or the adults. Due to the injuries, the age of the juveniles, and the sensitive case matter, information regarding this case will be limited. See, look, she's being charged, and they probably met online, right? Playing a game. And now, see how things are changing. Now, that's not going to be, oh, we're just, we were just making it up. Yeah, wouldn't it be funny if we did this or that? Right? That's what they're going to say. But the other girl did it. So if they have her, that if she was bullying her into doing, you know what I mean? Like how that woman got that guy to commit suicide. Remember that guy, that case? Yeah.
That was here in Connecticut, yeah.
Yeah.
But could the defense attorneys say that, because she didn't go through with it, she never took the other girl seriously?
She could, but it's not going to hurt, because if it's an online, they have all the receipts.
Yeah. It's crazy that they're even thinking that at 12 years old, to kill their families and...
And then they have dad shoots 3 family members, barricades himself inside house, and sets it on fire. A neighbor's Ring camera captured the chilling sight of a suburban Chicago man shooting 3 members of his family outside their Oak Forest home early Friday morning, and then barricading himself inside and apparently setting it on fire. The fire soon engulfed the home. Once it was extinguished, police found 44-year-old Carlos Gomez Jr., the suspected gunman, dead inside. A gun was also found in the scene. Oh my gosh! And
That's
here's
a hell of a way to go in a fire. Oh man.
yeah, I know.
And when did that one... Was that a new one?
Yeah, look, there's the house on fire. And then it
Because
says,
that sounds like a deja vu. Like,
Mm.
wow, okay.
yeah,
Don't you wish that he chopped his own leg off?
yeah,
Yeah, right.
It's not so bad now.
Carolyn,
yeah,
do us all a favor.
yeah.
Show everybody your shirt again, please.
I know.
Oh, okay.
No, stand up and do it.
It's a
Yeah,
camera.
Show everybody your shirt.
It's a camera.
I can't see
Okay.
it.
You
I
see
don't
it?
know why.
It's a camera.
It's a picture of a camera.
It's a camera
Since I shoot people, you've got to
with a camera, sillies.
Yeah.
Here, you know what a
Okay.
camera is? Like this, a camera.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, you'll know why. You'll know why in a little bit.
okay.
Yeah. By and by, as they say.
Grasping at straws, and that's all it is.
Oh my goodness, okay.
It's just
He
constant.
wears something that doesn't use shoot people.
It's-
Okay.
It's,
He shoots people.
how is this not?
That's a threat to me!
How did the word shoot spelled on that? Is there extra O's, perhaps?
No.
No. Okay.
But it's a camera. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
My roommate has a shirt that says I love Coke with and it's with the Coca-Cola bears, but it was you know what it is.
Oh, the Coca-Cola bears. Have you met them?
No,
Oh, I thought you met them. I met the Coca-Cola bear.
you did.
You did?
I did.
Here.
In Vegas, Las Vegas. The bear's there in Vegas.
Okay, guess
At
who
the
left?
It's a Coca-Cola store. It's
Who's
just
left?
Coca-Cola.
See, I'm having a hard time. No, Gail, I was going to say. It's not
It's right next to the
All right.
M&M store, which is
Who
awesome.
was? Who else was here? Oh,
Whoever
Liza?
Whoever
Liza?
guesses that's a point. At 10 points, somebody gets a prize.
Was it
Okay.
Liza?
Yes, you got a point.
Gosh.
I'll write that down.
Okay. When
Carolyn,
police arrived on the
point.
scene, they found 2 victims in the home's driveway and a third just south of the house. They pulled the victims, took them to the hospital, and they all died from their injuries. Police say a minor was sent out of the house into the hands of police before the fire broke out. The victims, identified as Lupe Gomez, 43, Emilio Rodriguez, 20, Brianna Rodriguez, 22. Neighbors identified Gomez Jr. as a former Marine. Police have not revealed what might have led to the shooting, but court records say Gomez Jr. was charged in 2016 with domestic battery and criminal damage to property. The victim was listed as Lupe Gomez. An order of protection was issued, but it was vacated days later. Domestic violence charges were dropped. The records say Gomez Jr.'s firearms were initially confiscated at that time, but later returned to him. It's not clear if he still had a valid firearm license. Neighbors say at least one surviving family member attends Oak Forest High School, which canceled its homecoming parade on Friday because of an ongoing incident in the community. Neighbor
Oh.
Brad Wirt said that he'd known the family for about 10 years. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We all have to realize when we need help.
You can realize it, but that doesn't mean you will seek help.
Right.
That's the difference. You say, yeah, I probably need help, but you don't get it. And what's with these people leaving guns for 12-year-olds to get their hands on?
Did you wait? Can I ask you something? Do you know a beloved Michigan news anchor called Jim Matthews?
Yeah.
I've heard the name.
Did you know that he was killed in an attempted murder-suicide?
No.
Oh my gosh.
You know him?
I don't know him personally.
Oh, but I mean,
heard.
do you watch him?
No.
Oh.
Heard of him, but I don't.
Oh,
watch
you
him.
have? They said an attacker allegedly killed a Michigan journalist, seriously injured his girlfriend and 2 young children before unsuccessfully attempting to commit suicide. The incident occurred around noon on Friday in Chesterfield Township near Detroit at the home of a WWJAM overnight anchor, Jim Matthews. Investigators believe the 54-year-old murder suspect had been invited into the family's home hours before violence erupted. Matthew's girlfriend managed to escape the house with a 5-year-old girl and flagged down a passerby. When authorities arrived, they found 57-year-old Matthews dead and a 10-year-old boy bound in a closet with critical injuries caused by blunt force trauma. The suspect was found in the basement, where he was suffering from self-inflicted wounds and was overdosing on heroin. Matthew's girlfriend, 35, had been stabbed repeatedly and was rushed to a hospital in critical condition. The 5-year-old girl was also hospitalized and was reportedly in stable condition. Neighbors say they were in shock about the disturbing attack. I think it's crazy. I can't make sense of it, Thomas Teague said. I just got a ton of phone calls, them telling me what happened, and she was laying outside bound and gagged. Police have not disclosed publicly what may have prompted the violence, but believe there is no ongoing danger to the public. Our investigation has determined this is an isolated tragedy that does not pose a danger to the community at this time. Remembrance of Matthews say that, what?
What was the name of the guy that died?
James Matthews. He would often talk to coworkers about his children, his love for them, and his adventures at school, the radio station said on its website. He was a consummate professional and was dedicated to WWJ and the broadcasting industry. He loved delivering the latest news to listeners. There have been many tears shed in our newsroom this afternoon. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Jim's family and friends. Wow,
Wow.
that's crazy.
Mm-mm.
And then Denver man, again, Denver, kills a woman over dog poop.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, a Denver man's been found guilty of murder by using an AK-47 to shoot and kill a 21-year-old woman after her dog defecated outside of his apartment. Michael Close, 38, had pled not guilty by reason of insanity, but a jury on Thursday convicted him in the shooting after concluding that he knew what he was doing when he gunned down Isabel Thallis and wounded her boyfriend Darian Simon. Denver DA Beth McCann said in a prepared statement that she was delighted that her office was able to get justice for the victims. I guess this is the victim. She's a beautiful girl. We put her image up there. And it said prosecutors alleged that Close had gotten into a verbal exchange with Dallas and Simon, and as they were encouraging their dog Rocco to relieve himself in a rock garden outside of Close's apartment on Huron Street near Coors Field on June 10th, 2020. Let's see. Are you going to train that effing dog? I think I remember this thing. Or just yell at it, Close said, according to the Denver police homicide investigator Joseph Trujillo. Close then grabbed an AK-47, which he had taken from a friend who was a Denver police sergeant, and fired 24 times. Thallis was struck in the back of the head at the scene just 2 days after celebrating her birthday, which was their 21st birthday. Her boyfriend was wounded in the leg and buttocks. After the shooting, Close got into his Mercedes SUV with the AK-47 and a handgun and fled, but was busted at a traffic stop later the next day. Close's public defender, Sonia Prinz, said he had suffered a mental breakdown, claiming an abusive childhood, a string of job losses, a breakup, and the pandemic contributed to his poor mental health at the time of the shooting. Close cried as the verdict was announced after less than a day of deliberations, as did members of Thallis' family who attended the hearing. Thallis' mother, Anna Thallis, said afterwards that she felt numb. We have just been waiting 2.5 years for this day, and when it happened, in there just went by, almost as fast as my daughter was slaughtered, she said through tears, and our lives were changed forever. Anna later tweeted that hearing the handcuffs click was music to her ears. Isabel's father, Joshua Thallis, told reporters outside the courtroom that there is no justice in this compared to the amount of loss caused by Close's poor choices. He faces a mandatory life term when he's sentenced on November 4th. Wow. Crazy.
Poor girl.
Yeah.
21 years old, so had her whole life ahead of her.
Yeah. Yeah. It's terrible.
This is real. Cannibal Mark Latunsky admits to eating a man named Kevin Bacon. That's in the New York Post. Now he's
What?
sinking his teeth into rotting in prison. A cannibal from Michigan, hey, your home state, pled guilty to killing and eating part of a man named Kevin Bacon. And
Oh,
after meeting him
heard
on a
about
dating app 3 years ago, Mark Latunsky copped Thursday to murdering and mutilating the 25-year-old hairdresser whom he lured to his home in Bennington Township in December 2019. Latunsky, 53, admitted to stabbing Bacon in the back and then removing parts of his body before taking them to the kitchen and chowing down on them. Latunsky reportedly told cops he cut off Bacon's manly parts and ate them after meeting him on Grindr, a hookup for men. And then, oh my gosh. And after the hard-to-stomach killing, Bacon's corpse was found hanging from the rafters of Latunsky's basement with rope tied around his ankles, his throat slit, and body parts removed. Latunsky of Swartz Creek had previously pled not guilty with an insanity defense after the dramatic reversal came less than a month before his trial was scheduled to begin on October 18th. The guilty plea came against the recommendation of Latunsky's attorney, Mary Chartier, who said that he has a history of mental illness. Let's see. And Bacon's family first grew nervous when he failed to show up to a breakfast on Christmas Eve 2019. Investigators later found his car at a Dollar General store parking lot, and they tracked him down to Latunsky's house. A court hearing on October 18th will determine whether Latunsky is convicted of first or second degree murder or manslaughter. What? So crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon. It's nuts. All right, I guess we will retire for the evening and see you again tomorrow. But yeah, we're going to keep speaking out on the abuse, and I will talk to you guys later. Everybody have a good night. Prayers for all that need them. And thanks again for being here. Thank you to the moderators for helping control the chat. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye now. Guess he was hungry. Ugh. It was the beans, not the Frank.
Oh,
Oh.
oh boy.